Hey everyone, welcome to another Open Cluster Management Community meeting. Today is August the 5th, 2022. Thank you everyone for attending. Today we have two topics. First of all, Z-Way is going to show us the pull request you've been working on, which is um, develop a guide for developers to easier to create an add-on. And then Yuan is going to take us through the 0.9 release. So Z-Way, without further delay, please take it away. Thank you.
Okay, let me share the screen. Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I opened the two PRs for the add-on framework and our website. In our website repo, I opened the PR to add a new page, introduce how to develop add-on using add-on framework. Yeah, like this is here. And another PR in add-on framework to introduce some examples mentioned in this doc. Let me go through the doc firstly. In this doc, firstly to introduce some components related to the add-on, like add-on agent, add-on manager, add-on APIs, and next to introduce how to write your first add-on step by step. In the first step, we'll introduce a BusyBox add-on. It's very simple. With several Go codes, you can make your add-on work. The BusyBox add-on is to deploy BusyBox deployment on your managed cluster. And the example we can find in add-on framework example is a BusyBox. It's very simple, only two files. The BusyBox deployment manifest in this directory, and a main Go file. In the main Go file, we can say we create an add-on manager and add-on agent and start add-on manager. Yeah, that's all you need to make add-on work in here. And next, I will introduce how to deploy this add-on on your OCM cluster. You need some ABAC for the add-on manager and class management add-on here. You can find all here in the deploy. You can find this. This is ABAC you need for the add-on manager, and this is sorry, class management add-on. Yeah, and I also add some make command to make the add-on deployment. Yeah, it's here. We can deploy the BusyBox. Use make deploy BusyBox, and all the examples we can build a doc image. This is doc file here. Let me demo the example. I have a OCM cluster, and this is a hub cluster. with a managed cluster named cluster 1. And first we can build the image. We can use make images to build the example image. Yeah, that's it, build that. Choose others. We also have another Hello World examples in the add-on framework. The Hello World example, which is to deploy a Hello World agent on the managed cluster. The Hello World agent will copy a config map from the hub to the managed cluster. Yeah, that's Hello World. And Hello World, the Helm example is to use a Helm chart. The Helm chart is here. Use a Helm chart to implement the add-on. And the Hello World example is to make some role manifests to implement the add-on. Yeah, the image is built. If you use a kind cluster, you should load the image to your kind cluster, and we'll make a deploy with a box. Sorry. Yeah, we can say the add-on manager will install in the Open Class Management namespace. From now, the add-on manager is applied on the hub. Next, you follow the doc. You need to enable your add-on to a managed cluster. You can apply the managed class add-on CR to the managed cluster namespace, or you can use class admin to enable the add-on to the specific cluster. The add-on CR you can find here. We have a deploy director, and you can find add-on CR. Yeah, that's a BusyBox add-on CR is here. We can apply the CR. We can see the add-on CR is installed in the class namespace, and we also can get the BusyBox deployment on the yeah, BusyBox is played on the install namespace agent add-on namespace. Yeah, that's a BusyBox example. We can see that if want to disable the add-on, you can use class admin add-on disable, or you can delete the class delete all or manage class add-on, or you can see the class management add-on. We can say the status of this add-on is unknown. next step will to enrich the example to make it more functionalities. First, we can add some health check. We can use this or work to do the health check. Health check. In the example Hello World, we can find the how to configure the health check. For this, we can find Hello World agent. In the agent, we create a list to update list to enable this health check, and another in the Hello World we in the Hello World we use we customize work health proper to check the health check. You can find the example here and what mentioned in the doc. And next is how to auto install the managed cluster. In the BusyBox, we only can create the add-on CR manually, and we can configure some install strategy to install the add-on CR automatically. And in the Hello World example, the Hello World agent may need some rules, some permissions to visit the hub cluster. So in this scenario, you need to register your add-on. Here's how to register your add-on and to the hub, and the hub how to approve the registry. Yeah, you can find all this in the example. And the last is we can use a Helm chart or role manifesto to build the add-on. That's a Hello World example shows. We can get some details in here. Yeah, that's what I want to demo. Feel free to give some suggestions and comments for this PR. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Ziwei. I really like how you slowly go from a simple example and then add on to the additional steps like the health probe and the lease, etc. But when I was developing my own add-on, and I was trying to follow your guide, I think the initial bootstrap, I have problem with the very beginning, the initial bootstrap. So for example, if I use a tool like Operator SDK or Queue Builder, I will run some type of a scaffold command, like an init command, and then it will generate like a sample project for me with a file structure that is very simple. So it will have like the make file, the GoSum, and then a couple Go code, and then some YAML files. But what we currently have is in the add-on framework project, all the examples are tightly coupled together. So the BusyBox, the Hello World, Hello Helm, Hello World hosted, they're all in one place. So it's hard to extract, and also not only all the examples are in one place, the add-on framework code is also inside this project. So it's hard to copy the stuff that I need, like just the I want to start small, so I want to copy just like the Hello World part out into its own isolated project. So I think I feel like let me share my screen so
Okay.
you know what I mean. So in the add-on framework here, So if I were to take, let's say the hello world, I just want the hello world, and I don't want any of the code, and I don't want the GitHub workflow. I don't want any of the code that is actually in the add-on framework. I just want to use the hello world example, which uses the framework code. But I can't easily copy that, right? Because there's no go.mod or anything that is constructive for me here. But if I use operator SDK or KubeBuilder, when I init a project, like I just need to run the init and it generates a pretty nice sample project for me, right? And that is, and I don't think we need to go that far as in create some type of init or scaffold command for cluster admin. But I feel like it'll be nice if we have a dedicated project, a GitHub project that is much simpler, that contains files like, for example, when I did my Flux Helm release add-on, like this is how I sort of spec the like a sample project will look like. And I don't mean that it has to be the content of Flux Helm release. I mean, it'll be like a hello world add-on. But if I want to develop, or a user want to develop the add-on, they can just clone this project, and then they can change like the name and stuff, and then play around with it, right? But the when I was trying out the hello world example, it was quite difficult to do that, to pull the files I need. And in fact, I was actually trying to use the hello world Helm first, but the hello world Helm actually, I sort of expect the hello world Helm to be its own independent project, but for some reason I think the hello world Helm references the hello world. So it's not so, and it made it really difficult for me to strip out the project on its own. Do you know what I mean? So that is just my my feedback here. I think that's what I meant in my feedback here. I feel like everything is absolutely great of the whole doc, but I feel like in the beginning, like if in the beginning we can ask the user to say, oh, git clone this project, and then you have a project with a makefile that can that's dedicated, that's very simple. Like if we look at the makefile on the add-on framework, right? If someone to develop their own add-on, they don't need any of these, which are essentially the framework build code. All they want is like the deploy example here and maybe undeploy. But you see, all these make commands are also coupled. All four examples are coupled together, right? So it makes it quite hard to pick the one that you want. Like if I'm only interested in hello world, then I have to come in here and get rid of hello world Helm. Then I need to come in here and get rid of this and then make all the other changes. And I feel like we can do a little bit better job in the beginning. Sorry, that was a little bit long on my comment. What do you think?
Yeah, that's great. In my the PR in add-on framework, I try to make the examples independently. But I think it's not enough to dependently as we expected. I think I can continue working on this to make more easy to use for developers.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think Max's suggestion is very valuable. It's maybe better for us to create a separate add-on template repo for developers. Then they can just clone that repo and start their own customized add-on.
I totally agree to create a new repo for add-on template. Yeah, did some examples in my private repo. Yeah, to reflect some Hello World example in there. We can try to add a new repo in our org. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Thank you, Ziwei. I think the rest of the guy is really good as well. Anyone else have any other comments regarding Ziwei's development guide? Please go ahead and take a look. And also, I think Robin put in a lot of great suggestions or comments. I'm wondering if you have time to go through them and just respond to her as well.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Oh, sure.
Josh, did you have a specific add-on question?
No, just, I mean, what we were talking about earlier today, but I want to go through, I haven't gone through the guide yet, so I want to go through it, take a look, and then I'll add some comments there as well.
Okay, thank you. If there are no more add-on questions, I'm gonna pass it to Yuan to talk about the 0.9 release. Yuan, please take it away. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Let me share my screen. Okay, can I see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. Let's just take a few more minutes. So based on the brainstorming in last community call, I sort out this roadmap dashboard here. It includes all the current logged issues in our community. And also I updated the status based on my understanding. So basically currently we have 4 issues in progress. The first one, 49, is leveraging intern summer vacation program. So we have interns working on this item. We will see if it can fit into 090 release timeline. And also we have 25, which is currently the proposal is under review. And we have 37 that have been working on for a while, and we will continue to improve the user experience in next release. And the last one is currently leveraging Alibaba to working on this one. So all other things, I will call for more input. So if there's any items that we are working on now is missed here, please feel free to let me know. Or you can simply update your issues. Take an example here. Just add you add it to project OCM release and with the status accordingly, so it will be shown in the right place. And also for all those no status and the to-do list, we're expecting some feedback on which one you feel more urgent that we can plan in our next release. Beside all that, we have some new developers in the community asking for any easy issues to start with. So I'm asking for all those experienced developers to help label any issues that you feel is good for the issues, so we can have the new developer to start with. Currently, we just labeled 2 here. Okay, I think that's all from my side.
Thank you, Yuan. That's a really good idea to have the good first issue, and I'm gonna take advantage of that and add a few issues here myself. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Anyone have any questions or comment regarding the 0.9 release? If not, I'm gonna go back to the add-on a little bit. sorry, for the jump context change. I want to ask, so in the hello world example, I think you mentioned that it lays down the Z-Way. You say it lays down the config map from the hub, where's in the agent. So this is the agent controller, and I remember seeing that, and then it does the config map here, right? The config map here. So is this config map coming from the hub, or is it creating it on the agent side?
We copy the config map from the hub to the agent side.
I see, but was the config map created in the manifest? Because what I was, when I was reading this example, what I was little bit confused is what is the purpose of showing this this config map creation? Is it so that we can get data from the hub?
Yeah, this is for E2E test in add-on framework. First, you can create a config map in the class namespace, and then the Hello World agent will copy the config map to the managed class side. That's a simple Hello World demo for this add-on.
I see, and I think it'll be maybe I missed it, but maybe it'll be good if we talk a little bit about that too, because I got a lot of questions. There are some people interested in OCM, and they asked me why do I need to make an add-on? Like, why can't I just use manifest work? And then I feel like, and I gave them some answers, because hey, you can read the if with the add-on you can tightly couple all your deployments, have one controller, and that will reconcile towards all the managed clusters. So you don't need to manage multiple individual manifest work. And then another example is read data from the hub. So I think we should talk a little bit about that in the PR as well. Like, what is the advantage of creating the add-on versus using manifest work to pull some deployments? Like, and I feel like the examples should really highlight that fact. If you use the add-on and you have the agent controller here, and now you can do X, Y, and Z, and before with manifest work, you can't do that, or something like that. Do you know what I mean, Z-Way?
Yeah.
And not only Z-Way, or anyone in the community have any suggestion on what we can put in, like the advantages of using add-on versus something else? That would be great. Yep, that's my sorry for the nagging. That's another comment that I would like to share.
Thank you.
Are there anyone else? Any feedback, anyone? If not, thank you very much, everyone, for coming to the meeting. Thank you, Z-Way and Yuan Yuan, for the presentation. Take care, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.